The Indiana Pacers have had a rough offseason, and it's not just because of the free agency market. It's the sudden departures and injury setbacks that have left the team scrambling to fill major holes in their roster. The Pacers, once on track for future success, now find themselves looking at a possible rebuilding year with little help on the horizon. The loss of key players, including their center, Myles Turner, who walked away to the rival Milwaukee Bucks, has left the Pacers scrambling. But amid all the turmoil, there's a silver lining, and it comes in the form of a former second overall pick, James Wiseman. Could this be the player to bring the Pacers back to relevance? Let's dive into the story. The Pacers, after a disappointing free agency period, saw their front court decimated. Myles Turner, who had been with the Pacers for nearly a decade, was expected to be a cornerstone for the team moving forward. However, after the Pacers refused to offer him a competitive salary, one that was comparable to what backup center Naz Reid received from the Minnesota Timberwolves, Turner walked. His new destination? The Milwaukee Bucks, where he will team up with Giannis Antetokounmpo for a 4-year lucrative deal. Turner's exit not only stung, but it also left the Pacers with limited depth in the center position. Now, with Turner gone, the only players left to hold down the front court are Tony Bradley and Isaiah Jackson. Bradley was signed last season to two 10-day contracts before eventually making his way to the playoff roster, and Jackson only played 5 games last season before a torn Achilles cut his campaign short. While both players have potential, neither is a true starting caliber center, which leaves a massive gap for Indiana. And as if that wasn't enough, Tyrese Haliburton, the Pacers' budding star and the leader of the team, will miss next season due to his own Achilles injury. With 2 key players sidelined and their front court in shambles, expectations for the Pacers next season are low. But that doesn't mean they've given up on future success. So, what is the Pacers' plan to address this glaring weakness? Well, despite the setbacks, they seem to have their eyes on a familiar name, James Wiseman. Yes, the former second overall pick in the 2020 NBA Draft. For those of you who haven't been keeping up, Wiseman has had a tumultuous journey in the NBA, filled with ups, downs, and plenty of question marks. He was drafted by the Golden State Warriors and was expected to become a key piece for their future, but things didn't work out as planned. After a string of disappointing performances, Wiseman was traded to the Detroit Pistons in a salary dump, and his career seemed to be on life support. But it's not all bad news for Wiseman. The Pacers, in a move that's raised some eyebrows, seem to be taking a flyer on the young center. Insider Jake Fisher revealed that Wiseman has been back at the Pacers facility working out, signaling that the team is giving him another chance. I think the Pacers are just going to focus right now on internal growth, on bringing back Isaiah Jackson, who was lost to the season with a torn Achilles, and James Wiseman was out for the year with an injury, Fisher said. Now, Wiseman isn't coming back from just any injury. He had his own Achilles tear that cut his season short in the very first game of the year. But despite his injury setbacks, Wiseman is still only 22 years old and has the physical tools that could make him a game changer. While his stint with the Pacers was short-lived last year, playing only 5 minutes before getting injured, he did show flashes of what he could bring to the team. Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle, a highly respected figure in the NBA, has even praised Wiseman's potential, saying, "He's a guy that our fans are going to like a lot. Our players have liked playing with him." It's clear that the Pacers see something in Wiseman that they believe can help them in the long run. Whether it's his size, athleticism, or ability to contribute in stretches, Wiseman certainly has a chance to make a mark on the team. But the clock is ticking. For the Pacers, taking a chance on Wiseman might be exactly what they need during a time of uncertainty. With Haliburton out and Turner gone, the team could benefit from a former lottery pick who has plenty of upside and, let's face it, nowhere to go but up. Even if Wiseman doesn't become a star, he could still be a solid contributor in a rebuilding phase. But Wiseman's return to relevance isn't just about helping the Pacers next season, it's about his own redemption. His career has been filled with bumps along the road, but playing with a fresh start in Indiana could give him the platform he needs to revive his career and show that he's still worth the potential that was once placed on him. So, what's next for Wiseman and the Pacers? It's hard to say. But for the Pacers, who are facing a possible down year, Wiseman might be the one player who can inject some excitement and optimism into what could be a rough season. Whether or not he turns into the player many thought he could be in 2020 remains to be seen, but the Pacers have nothing to lose. And that's a wrap on this update about James Wiseman and the Indiana Pacers. Will he find success in Indy, or is his career headed for another disappointment? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA news, rumors, and analysis. You won't want to miss what's coming next.